pharmacists, and then suddenly there's that glut of pharmacists who didn't have jobs. So there are areas where that is becoming more centralized and automated, so there's less pharmacist involvement. But then on the other hand, of the pharmacy management, pharmacists are cheaper than physicians, so if somebody needs management of their asthma or their blood pressure medication, having an appointment with a pharmacist would be cheaper and potentially better care than the 5 minutes with a physician. So right now, there's a lot of pharmacists out there. The profession is changing, some of it's regulations, and some of it is healthcare policy, and who knows where healthcare policy is going in the next few years. There are an increasing number of elderly who tend to end up on more medications, so more need from that perspective as well. Any economic predictions?
I think it could be shifting the distribution of where pharmacists are too. Jill mentioned earlier that the cities are often more saturated with pharmacists than, say, Eagle River, where my parents are. And in those more rural areas, there might be a higher elderly population compared to the city. So there are going to be jobs there because there are patient needs in those rural areas, especially as maybe elderly population retires in those areas or whatever. So I think distribution of pharmacists might change too as the population changes.
Yeah, right now we're going for, like in the retail setting, if you go there, you'll be seeing a lot more push for more involved care is kind of how I think of it. So not just going there to pick up your medication, but now a lot of pharmacies in the retail setting are getting paid by insurance companies to do certain things such as medication and therapy reviews. So pretty much just having a patient come in, bring their medications in, and literally walking through every medication that they take, doing immunizations, and doing a wide variety of different services. One that's like up and coming, that's in the talks is, for example, instead of going to a doctor's office, sitting there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, waiting to see a doctor, what if instead you went to a pharmacy to get a, say if it's strep throat, to get a strep test, go to the pharmacy instead, not have to wait, but then at that point giving the pharmacist the ability to do that strep test, give you or have contact with the provider, and then give you the appropriate medication to treat that. So it's a changing world in the world of pharmacy, and it'll be interesting to see what it does.
Other questions out there?
How many of you, go ahead.
You have to take medical terminology, right?
Yes, medical terminology, sometimes it's a separate class, sometimes it's included in a pathophysiology, anatomy and physiology. You had to learn the terms.
You had to learn.
Show of hands, how many of you knew all the different things that a pharmacist did versus just walking to Walgreens or wherever, and the guy behind the counter or person behind the counter with that white dress, jacket on, just handing the pills? How many of you knew that they did all that other stuff in the hospital setting and with nuclear stuff?
Yeah, but I didn't have anybody other than my neighbor side.
No. Hey folks, as far as your thank you letter, you can just write Jill, John, and Michael. Mike. Put their name all in one.
That'll work.
Otherwise, they'll get all this mail in here. Ooh, fan mail.
We're excited for
Yeah,
Oh, she calls you? You did. Hi. You did. Hey. Say hi. Hi. No, come in here. And I go, I'm like, no, the one picture. No. Where are you guys going? Hi, 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 hi.
Yes. There's no power in this.
Actually, upstairs, it's right already. Okay.
Because she was using a computer to load it, so probably.
No.
That's just.
Is that, what if the bottom guy
She
there?
put it down, but I don't see where the. There it is.
There it is.
They've got all new equipment in this room this last year,
It's nice stuff.
and still trying to learn it.
That is not.
They empty out of here in a hurry.
Oh yeah, they gotta get to that next class or something.
Thank you, that was very interesting.
You know, like I said, the first time I